Oh, you got another one.
Oh, not too bad, how about you?
Yeah, like the YouTube one of mine, the Loch Ness in the river.
Yeah.
If the light keeps getting further and further, we sit on the shade.
Right, let's hear everyone for our Innisfail Chinese community. Thank you for getting this afternoon's proceedings underway. Thank you very much. What a colourful performance. Well done to you guys. Thank you. Now, I've mentioned some of the things we'll be doing this afternoon. We've anyone that's ever done a Gazette Challenge in the past with 4KZ and Cool FM. A little while back now, because I've not been here for them. Clocking up his music for around about 15 years of performance, so well done to you, mate. And well, 50, oh, 150, sorry, 150, they missed out the zero. I'll tell you, if you like what you hear, I'll tell you how you can get involved with this band after they perform for us. But let's have a nice big Innisfail Riverfest welcome for the Innisfail Community Band. Let's go, guys.
You look beautiful, by the way. Love your dress.
So early today.
Yeah.
Seriously? There it is. Found it.
Yep.
Yeah, mate.
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good, good. Come in. Have a play. That's our throttle.
Yep.
Our brake. Got our horn.
Yep.
Sand. Park brake. Forward reverse. Yeah. Not much more we can show you.
Yeah.
It's actually remote control.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Trains.
Yeah.
That's what this one is. That's on the
Yeah.
control side of it.
Best feature.
Yeah.
Aircon.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Are they all like this around? Or
Not all of
different
them.
models?
Yeah, they're all different.
Yeah.
There's four like this train.
Right.
Yeah. lots of power.
Yeah. Well, I'll just stand with the second machine here.
That's possible.
Yeah. Cool.
Last year was good. They let us rev it and that.
Yeah.
They disconnected it this year. Bit of a bummer, eh? The kids had a ball last year. Yeah, it's only got 3,700 hours on it. So it's new last year.
Yeah. How fast has it gone?
It's clocked out at 32. So it's limited. We're only supposed to go about 25 on the track.
Okay, yeah.
It's pretty fast.
Yeah.
When you got 600-700 ton behind you.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks for that. You too. Thanks.
balloon.
There you go.
Raw fish out of here, so it's trevally. Okay, not my favourite fish, but Ben Heath up here at Innisfail Seafood says, Bertie, this is the best stuff. So I'm going to try it, and I have had a crack at it when I did some earlier. So we've already got some that I prepped earlier in the RSL. So they're going to, you girls over here, the queens, Miss Riverfest queens, they're going to come on over with all the wonderful dishes shortly, and everyone can have a taste. So then that's got a little bit of a like a lime salsa with a beautiful avocado. So it's sort of layered like a cake, if you can imagine that. Yeah, so let's get into some cooking.
We're good to go anytime.
You good to go?
Yep, that's your camera.
Okay. Oh, so we're filming also for my TV show Step Outside. So if Vince is facing your way, say good day. If you don't want him facing you, just go no. And we'll be sure to leave it in. Why not? I say, why not? All right. So I go up to Alf up here at the wonderful RSL, and I said, Alf, I need some butter. He goes, righto. Good on you, Alf. So we'll let that thaw out. And it's going to be funny, isn't it? Hey? My goodness. Okay, why don't we get ourselves underway? And I'm also cooking today on the Crossray barbecue. This is the hottest electric barbecue on the market in Australia. It is the bomb, and it works not off coals, not off gas. It's totally gas-free. Runs off electric, and it runs through infrared. So cool. So cool. So we're going to cook on that thing today. All right, so I'm going to do some dishes up first. That doesn't require the ladies to go over to the rissole and grab some stuff out. So I'm going to do up oysters. So hello everybody, and welcome to the Innisfail Riverfest. And here's our cooking demonstration today. The first ones we're going to do is some fantastic varieties of oysters for you. So I pull these out. These are Coffin Bay oysters. Does anyone know where Coffin Bay is? Coffin Bay is in South Australia. Now these guys come up live. Oysters will live for a week out of the water, okay? But you've got to watch how when you go and buy an oyster, you've got to understand what life it's had to get to where you are. We're in far north Queensland. South Australia, you couldn't get any further away. So it all depends on how they're transported to the market, back to the shop. Because if they're left out for half a day, bit of heat down there, not too much, it does during summer. But then it gets on a transport truck and they leave it on a pallet out the backyard, and then it gets on another transport truck and gets up here. By the time it gets up here, it could be going from hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. And by that time, your oyster is not good. You'll be in the bed for the next few days or somewhere else. So what we do here is we make sure that when you get your oysters, you smell them. I love smelling the oyster because you know if it's fresh, it smells like seawater, not like sewage. And that's not a good oyster. So these oysters, they were live. They've been shucked up here at Innisfail Seafoods, and they are now absolutely gorgeous and ready to go for us. So I'm going to do a couple of different varieties here for you to start with. Pardon me while I bend down and pick up things. Has anyone got any questions for me while we're doing this? Love to answer a question. Anything about anything, I'll give it a crack. And then you can work out if it's true or false. Anyone any questions for me? Come on, don't be shy. Yes, mate. Yes, Jackson. My biggest barra. Well, I'm hoping in a couple of days down at Townsville. I'm going out on Monday and Tuesday to film for the program. But biggest barra, around the metre, 96 to maybe 102. Back in the day when I was a younger fella, not too long ago, is that we would never really measure our fish. We would just pick them up. You know, if it was a cuddling fish, you know it was a big one, like you'd have to hold it and cuddle it. Or if it was just like a finger under its gills and on its tail and that shot there, like that's a mediocre one. But when you're really hugging that fish, like a kingfish, if you're holding that kingfish and you're sort of like hugging him, that's a big kingy because you're struggling to hold this thing up, you know. So yeah, that's how we used to measure our fish back in those days. It wasn't really lay them out on a brag mat because the fish were quite large. You nearly never had much to brag about, but you know, I'd say around that metre mark. Never got a metre 20 though. But I have hooked them on live whiting in a beautiful spot that I used to go up to. A friend of mine had a cattle property up at Princess Charlotte Bay. He used to manage it, Desi, up at a place called Silver Plains, and I used to fish up there a lot with some motorcycle riders back in the heyday, in the late 90s, early 2000s, and the fishing up there was phenomenal, phenomenal. Middle of nowhere, so good. Okay, so let's get our oysters going here for everybody. We've got enough there. So I'm going to mulch up a bit of a lime here to start with. I'm going to squeeze some lime over our fantastic oysters. Just we'll do one tray with the lime, like that, and this tray with some lime. Beautiful. I'm also going to do here some chili. Who likes a bit of chili? I like a bit of chili, and I get partial to the chili. Okay. So I've got a little bit of chili, just a slight hit. Now, seeds are optional, but I'll take the end off where there are no seeds, and then I'll slice him up the centre. Take the tip off, and then we just scrape out the seeds from the rest of our chili here. We don't want those guys. And be sure not to rub your eyes for the rest of the afternoon. And just little slithers. You don't want to go too much. Just enough to give that a little bit of a kick. And that's enough there. Now with these guys, I just put a little bit over the top. One, maybe two little pieces on each one. Like so. And that, my friends, is what I call gold. Okay, next thing, I like a little bit of coriander. Now, who likes coriander? Some people love coriander, some people think it tastes like soap. Who's a hater of coriander here? Does it taste like soap? Does it, you don't like it? Some people, yeah, no, okay, well I'm gonna do some without that for you, okay? And you can try one without coriander. How's that sound? Do you like champagne? Sparkles? Bit of bubbles? Oh God. Okay. Let's go again. Do you like red wine vinegar? Do you like red wine vinegar? Yeah, okay. All right, we'll get some red wine vinegar going. So I'm just going to put a little bit of coriander on top of these guys here, just like that. So one thing I have learned, when I go around filming wherever we are around the world, is I always like to go to a kitchen. Love the kitchens. Love to hang out with the chefs or just the people who go fishing, and they always love to catch and cook their stuff, and it just gives you a lot of respect of the food, you know what I mean? And I think that to me is something that I really enjoy. It teaches you a lot about the people and of course the custom as well. That's what I'm looking for. This is red wine vinegar. Just a splash. Not a lot. Not a lot of that. There we go. And that is going to sit there for now. And the last thing that I love to use here, which is going to be an absolute treat, I'm not sure if you had it, has anyone had fish roe? Caviar. Black caviar. Little black bubbles of goodness. Okay, so this is a smoked caviar, okay? So you don't want to go and get a spoon like that, all right? It'll be like you've been out camping for 4 days. So you just want to put a little dab just on top. Just like that. We'll take that's a hell of a lot of that one. That's okay now. Now this is going to go straight down the chute, okay? You don't. Does anyone chew an oyster here? No one's a chewer? Okay. I don't chew. Okay, beautiful. Nearly done on these guys, and we'll get lovely Riverfest Queen to take this around for us. And you can take one and have a go on it. Okay, there's that one done. Come on up, we'll grab a couple of these. So these guys here, this is my first one. So what have we got? They've got lime with a little bit of chili, coriander with caviar on top of that. There you go, thank you. Straight down the chute. Thank you, be careful. Don't get that on you. Right, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Yep, go around, there you go. All right, let's keep going on this here. And we'll get another one going for us. Who likes palm sugar? Yeah, palm sugar's good. What do you use palm sugar on for? Yeah, it's used in a lot of Asian cooking as well. So I'm just going to lightly chop this palm sugar, everyone. It actually will break down over time, so we're just going to sprinkle this over the top here. Just get a nice little bit of sweetness. Not a lot though. Okay, we don't want to go too much. How's that oyster? Yeah, cool. Good. That's lovely. So just a little palm sugar on top of all this. That's good. Oh, you good? Did you girls get any oysters? Oh, sounds like your wedding night. Just saying. I don't know, you know. Okay, all right, so got our palm sugars loaded up in there now, so that's cool. I'm really happy with that. Dill. Dill is a really, really good herb. I love dill. Only a little bit of dill. You don't want a lot of dill, but just enough to go, just a sprig on top here and there. Get away, flies. You know, the thing is with flies, as soon as you open a seafood box, they somehow morph from the ground or a tree and find their way. I could be 100 miles out to sea. We travelled two days on a boat to get out between Australia and Vanuatu. It took us 2 days to get there steaming. And we're on our little dory, because the mothership was way yonder that way, and a fly came up. Where did the fly come from? I have no idea. Wasn't there the last 5 days. And a butterfly flew past, surprisingly. I always see a lot of butterflies over there. Actually, butterflies are quite a fascinating creature. You get a lot that travel across the ocean. As soon as they hit Australia, they live here, they stay here for 1 day and they die. Anyway. Oh, I know what that. Yeah, there. Okay, so we've got a little bit of dill going on our oysters here. I'm so going to go overtime with my cooking. But anyway, that's okay. We can always stay. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do here is one thing I really like, and it works exceptionally well. Here's a little bit of champagne. Who's the lucky one? You nearly got it. Hey, my goodness. I missed you by that much, that's right. Okay, so we're just going to put this across the top here. Okay. Girls? Okay, we ready? We're going to lay down some more here for you. So this is a champagne oyster with a side a little bit of dill on there and some palm sugar to give that a little bit more sweetness. And the wine I got, the champagne I'm actually using there, thank you, is also a sweet wine. It's not too dry, so it's like kind of like a dessert oyster if you want to call it that way. There you go. Thank you. You're welcome. Appreciate it. Now the last one is really, really simple. This one here, does anyone know about our local pepper that's growing here at Innisfail? Yeah, so the local pepper, this is called, if I'm right, Aussie pepper, ground pepper. So it's run by a couple of ladies, very local, and it's It's awesome pepper. So all I'm going to do here is just keep this exceptionally natural for you, because I know there's some guys out there and girls who don't want to have anything on their oysters. So I'm just going to keep it really natural for you.
Thank you.
And just put a little bit of lime on that, because I think lime on an oyster is good. There we have it. Okay, last tray. There you go, thank you. You are welcome. So who had an oyster? Who liked the oysters? Okay, good. It's a different way. It's not the Kilpatrick. It's not the Mornay. It's different, it's fresh. Okay, so what am I going to do next? Let's do a fish taco. I like fish tacos. So, I've got to start this right because it's a new segment. There you go. Okay. G'day everybody. Welcome to Innisfail Riverfest. Today I'm going to be cooking up a fish taco, soft shell fish taco on the cross ray barbecue. Now, being electric, hottest thing on the market, so we're just going to turn him on. Punch the heat. I want to get it nice and hot. We'll get it up to around 200 degrees. There we go. We'll leave that alone. That'll heat up now. So the fish that I like to use here, I've got a couple of different varieties of fish, but the one that I want to use in this situation is going to be our trevally. And the trevally, again, came from Benny Heath up here. Swipe down this board. Now that oyster, does that mean I can cook, or is that just like, you know, just like a it's just, you know, okay. All right. Hard to impress. Okay, I got it. Tough crowd. All right. Okay, so this guy here, this is a little bit of a, you might be thinking, oh, you're not wearing gloves. I do if I'm cooking, no, I should be, okay, but I have washed my hands. I've been working with food all morning with stuff, so I'm just going to do it. If you don't want to do it, don't taste it, that's fine, okay. So what I do with my fish, so this is the loin of the fish. So basically with our fish, it's the top shoulder. So if you've got your fish, you've got the belly, then you've got that top shoulder part. Now that is the best part of the fish for me for cooking up these fish tacos, because it stays nice and firm, okay, and we're just going to lay that across. So it's a really, really cool way to cook your fish. Down around the belly flap, it gets a little bit too sort of tough. Although if you have a tuna, like a yellowfin or a southern bluefin tuna, there's a thing there called toro. So it's T-O-R-O. Now toro is sashimi grade, very, very expensive. It's super expensive, the most expensive part of any tuna. So if a tuna is a $30,000 tuna, probably 10% of that's going to be for the toro. It's incredible stuff. Other fish don't have it, only the yellowfins and your bluefin tuna sort of range. So this here, we're going to use the shoulder instead. So we've got our nice chunks of fish. I'm just going to run 3 here because I've already done some prep before that are going to be brought down to you shortly to try as well. So here we go, we'll do that. Of course, I want to make sure that our oil is basting on the top of our cross ray. So I'm just going to base the top of our barbecue. Now, when I do my prawns after this, the prawns is amazing. So basically, it's just a prawn on a grill here, and then we melt our butter. And in the butter, we put locally made gin, a little bit of parsley, and some lime juice. And then we use our basting brush to base those beautiful prawns that were live this time yesterday, that are not now. Okay. So we're going to season our fish. Always season your fish. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, whatever you like.
That's better than men. Okay, right. Who is next?
Senna.
Senna. Is that right? Well done, Senna. Come on, crowd. Let's keep the cheers. Very nervous work out here. Senna, mate. It's all yours. Get it in there. Let's go for it. Unlucky. Keep trying. Take your time. That is in. Straight in. No messing. No, it didn't even touch the sides. That one. And again, Senna. Two out of three. Mate, you're a star. Get high five, mate. Well done. Right, you go and get your prizes. We've still got some prizes there, Willis. That's good.
Quack. 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 Shut him, quackers.
It can't be any worse than big golf. Here we go. Oh, no, see, there you go. Exactly the same. Straight out in the hand. A slippery customer. I am, clearly. Hey, look, you enjoy. We'll get up and get some prizes out for the car. Well done, Ben. I'm going to shake your hand after that, mate.
That's why I have two batteries.
He's used to that. All right. Okay. I think we've ever got Richie Odo getting ready to perform for us. And top man is Richie, as we know, if you follow your local musos. Invitations, again, open. If someone wants to have a go, a little cheeky Gaza challenge I've got here. Your decision, it's up to you, but if you want to wander over, somebody will take a couple of minutes and we'll dish out a prize. How are we going?
Get in early because they're about to
Dos.
Now we're back in action.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. I'll take this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
So
right.
colour.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
It's frustrating.
Come on, the camera.
That was a pretty long throw there. Wow. I reckon that definitely deserves some prize for the. Got to be the longest throw, isn't it? So far, that's amazing. That is amazing.
See?
Just a little reminder of stuff we've got. Don't think about going anywhere. We've really only just got going with the Riverfest for this year. So many wonderful things happening over the next few hours, actually. The Punch and Judy show again, starting at the Cane Cutter Court literally in the next minute or two. So for the kids, really, that one, go along and grab yourself a seat. Richie Odo on very soon. You'll love Richie. You might even get a few people up dancing, I think, Richie. I think there's time for a bit of dancing. I really do. You don't reckon? Oh, it's not so sure. I might have a go myself. You never know. We've got the crowning of the Riverfest Queen. That's around about 5:15. So that's a thing that's not just being judged today. The judges have been following them around, seeing their activities, what they've been up to and different things. And even they don't know at this stage who the winner will be. But we'll certainly find out around about 5:15. Filipino ladies doing a dance to One-Way Ticket. Wow! That's got to be up. I mean, that's got to be ahead of the game at the moment, that effort. That's pretty good. For those that can't see, the bucket fell over, unfortunately. But anyway, moving on. Cassidy Connections with Viv and Victor coming up a little bit later. More great music in about an hour's time. We have got the River of Lights around about 6 o'clock. Big Pups, the guy, he was at Savannah in the round last year. I don't know if he's coming down from there, but he got rained out last year, unfortunately. Well, he's back as a headline act today. We've got the big fireworks at 8 this evening. That is going to be amazing. Oh, that was close again. So certainly heaps to look forward to over the next near on 4 hours. So please don't go anywhere. And if you know anyone that's sitting at home, not doing a lot and they're missing out, get on the text, get on the phones and get them down here, because the more the merrier as we head into the evening.